Morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday. I wasn't in the classroom yesterday because of Wi-Fi problems, as well as kind of like they didn't quite need me, so we didn't have a meet link, but I was working, and I also got a kurama tattoo last night, which it did take a little bit, and he's healing, but he's super cute. I'm just not prepared for the itchy stage. But I was supposed to keep the different type of like bandage thing on, but it was just, it tore off at the bottom, and it would have been totally unsanitary if I didn't take it off, so I just took it off anyways. But last time I didn't really have it, so I just put Aquaphor, and you just gotta kind of like wash it every few hours, and it should be fine. Like, he's fine. I'll probably wrap it tonight, so that way in case it leaks or something all over, it's good. But it hasn't actually been leaking. Like, typically what happens is like the plasma kind of comes out and is all over, but so far this morning hasn't been doing that. I just washed it right now, so he's doing pretty fine and pretty good. It looks kind of shiny because I put Aquaphor on it, but he's so cool. I love it. And he's a sticker just like my Appa tattoo back here. He's a sticker. I'm gonna get Appa touched up this weekend, or actually I think Thursday when I go back to put the other bandage on. They're gonna touch up Appa as well, especially his little arrows, which is an easy fix. I don't know if we're gonna do the white around it because it looks like it's still healing, but we'll see. We shall see. But we watched a video about how to do a business pitch. They're gonna finish their business pitches, and this weekend they're going to be doing coffee cups. So that is what they're going to be doing for that, my junior artist. And then my drawing class, we're going to be working on perspective renderings. So they have all class to do that. Oh no. I thought I like moved my contact. You can kind of see them like around the edges of my eye. You can still see the little lenses, but anywho, I forgot that I'm wearing contacts. And then painting, we're going to finish the paintings. My art history class, though, we're going to do something totally different. They're going to work on Egypt. I just kind of wanted something simple, and I thought that it would be interesting and that my art history class would enjoy doing those things. So that is what we are going to do. We're going to do a lesson, and then we will do, maybe this week, maybe next week, I'm not sure, we'll take a virtual field trip. So we will see about that. There's not really too much to do prep-wise right now. I could insert things into the gallery, but I kind of like to do that at home. So it just kind of depends on my mood and what I decide to do when I do it. I already put the borders up, so what I'm thinking about doing is doing the string that I did over here on that board. I have not ordered my last bulletin board paper yet, but I'm not like in too much of a rush to do it. I'll probably just try to figure out where to put canvases and things to make it a little bit easier over here and to make it a lot more cleaner, because, well, I mean, like cleaner and organized and kind of like tight, so that way there's like a little bit more room in some places compared to other places, especially since I know that I might need some extra room and extra space, so that'll be pretty helpful. I'm gonna go through all the canvases and things, I think, because and like put the canvases underneath, like especially the 8x10s, up probably over by all the things, so that way there's easy access to most of them. And a lot of the canvases are put away, like the ones that aren't going to be used are put away, so just gonna kind of deal with that. And I'm also gonna tape the tables and label the tables, so that way the students can find their class and they can grab their supplies, so it makes life a little bit easy on me. That's kind of the game plan for right now, especially while I don't really have anything to do, and I'm glad I don't get me wrong, but it can be a little bit boring, so that is what I'm going to do. A lot of students finished their egg projects, so that is done. I don't have to worry about that, so they're just gonna, like, so, you know, everything's going good. and my hair just looks crazy. I'm gonna let you go, and I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that. So, bye. So I added the string. You can kind of see it, but my idea is to get clothespins, and I'm gonna print out pictures of the students' work, and I'm going to hang them up. Why I'm doing like just the pictures, because like what the teacher did before is that's how they stored everyone's work. So they all just kind of scattered wherever, and that's what the trays are for. The trays are for like the boards, or because like the walls were for canvases and papers, and then for the boards they did it that way. But I'm changing it up because I kind of want it to be more postery, and I'm thinking of using a different means for storing the work. I mean, how she stored the work before, that was like stuff they're currently working on, and then she stored it in like bins or like something like that. I have portfolios, so I was thinking about using my black portfolio, or just another way. I could probably store it like by my desk, underneath my desk. You know, there's other means that I can store artwork, and I'd prefer it not to be all over the walls and have a mess, because students steal each other's work and it's just frustrating to deal with. We do have drying racks, so it's easy for them to go and get their drying rack stuff. So, you know, there's other ways to kind of go about it. So I'd prefer to do it that way. And it's also too, they like to keep their work, so having, and so whenever you have like educational people come in, I'm not struggling to like put everybody's stuff in. It's still clean, it's still, you can still see their pieces, and it's a little bit easier, especially since I have oh, so sorry, since I just have like a lot of stuff that I'm going to accumulate. I don't know, I lost track of my thoughts, but I'm exhausted mentally. I'm like, I need to go back to bed. I need a nap. But we're here, so it's not gonna quite happen. I'm having a lot of just stuff that I'm like just sluggish and not motivated to do anything. I just want to take a nap. But we can't take a nap. But luckily I have a lot of things organized and stuff, so I feel fine on that end. So it's only 10:25. I thought it was later, so I'm gonna put those, the rest of the 8x10 canvas boards over there. I need to tape off the desks now, and then I need to label the container that has the air dry clay over there, so I'll just label that right now. I know I'm gonna order more clay, but I just want to label it so that way it's got like a home. And yeah, so everything else seems to be organized, like all my papers and stuff. It's just I want to get those canvases kind of sorted in a very specific way. So hopefully I can get that done. Wish me luck. So I taped down some lines. It's not very even at all, but that way I have space to put stuff in for drawing, painting, and art history. Stacked a few more of the 8x10 things. They'll probably grab those first before they come in here, so I stacked it up pretty well. And then I labeled my clay so it matches all my other things. And I have tons of canvases and things in here for them to access. So now it's time to figure this out. I'm trying to figure out those big canvases. I want to move the tub underneath here, so I think I'm gonna have to do some arranging, so we'll figure out what we're doing. Okay, so it is the end of the day. My eyes are so exhausted, and I have no idea why, because I shouldn't be this exhausted, but they're very tired, and my arm's really sore. So it's time to go. So we kind of started working on a little bit more details of the hedgehog. So that's what I got so far. I need to go over the top quills with some darker browns because it's too bright on the bottom, but too light and it's not dark enough at the top. So I want to go in with some, probably just darker brown and to work on that. And then there are going to be some like cutesy flowers around the grass blades and things like that, so I kind of want to get that done and fixed and handled. That's for a later time and a later day. Anyways, so that is what we're gonna do. I'm going to kind of wash up some things. I'm gonna see if I can move. I'm stretching, sorry. I'm gonna see if I can move the I moved the box that was next to my tabletop easels under the table, but I'm going to try to like put it sideways instead because it's sticking out too much, because this table is thinner than the other one, so I can't lay out the same. So I'm going to try to move it, which is a little bit harder because it's heavy, like really, really heavy. So I'll try to figure out how to maneuver that a little bit better and move that. And I think I'll put the drying rack down by the floor instead, so that way it's easier to I have more table space for supplies because those are going to be my middle school supplies, so I want to make sure that I get those handled. And I still need to figure out how I'm going to do like the drawing. I could probably put it in front of those boxes over here so it'll be labeled, but we'll see. Like I said, we'll see. If anything, I could also just keep it at the tables and or by their like tables or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out right now. But and my classes change every LP. Like people drop out, people come back, or like they add a class or they switch class. So it's kind of hard to write names right now for sure. So it's gonna be a little bit for right now. My hand just in general hurts. Like up here, I'm having carpal tunnel problems, so it's gonna be a little bit more painful for me to kind of get things done. But I'm gonna go ahead, clean up, try to like maneuver those things quickly so I can go home because I don't want to be here that long. I'm also gonna see if I don't know if Mrs. Newport is here, but she is like one of the elementary leads. She has I want to have her take a look at my plant because my plant is dying, and so I need some plant help with that. It's like, well, only one of them is like shriveling weird, so I don't know if it's because maybe not enough sunlight. So I'll just keep. So I put those like that. That is gonna go on the floor right there, and then I put the extras over there on the top to make it a little bit more cohesive because I need this whole part free for supplies. So that is how I worked out. That'll stay there, and like I said, the drying rack will just come out over here instead. I also put some extra stuff over there and did that as well, so everything looks a little bit better. I just can't wait to get this final board up so everything matches on both sides and to get more posters up. That is going to be it for the day. I am going to pack up all my things and I am going to go home and do some stuff. So my rest of the day is just going to be me having my office hours open and putting pictures to galleries, finishing regrading things since students forgot to do things here and there or whatever, as well as prepare for a lot. And I have I'm doing the trunk or treat. Our school's doing a trunk or treat event where we are the teachers are decorating the trunks, so they needed more people, so I'm doing my Trunk is Monsters Inc. So I'm going to be making doors. It's going to be the scene where Sully and Mike are taking Boo to get back to her door, but Randall is in the way. So I'm going to be painting like different size doors to make it look like some are farther away and some are more close. I don't know how I'm going to incorporate that onto my trunk, but I'll figure it out. And then I have to, so it's just going to be a lot of painting. I have watercolor paper at home, which will work. And then I'll probably take this Bristol board and use the Bristol board for the harder stuff. And then I'm going to use cardboard, like a big box cardboard, to do one giant door, which will be Boo's door. So that's kind of like the process of how I'm going to do it, I think. So we'll figure out during that time. So that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye.